So this is the first lesson of Python. What are we going to do today? We're going to look at what is idle, the print function, the type function, and also what are integers, floats, and strings. So first of all, what is idle? Idle is the program that we use to write Python code. We will be using idle 3.5.1 in this class. So let's have a look at it. This is what idle looks like. I changed the colors in the options. So if you go to options, you can find the font, so you can change your font. You can change the highlighting and the color and all those kind of things. I use the idle dark on this one. So this thing here is called the prompt. And this is the computer asking you to give it something to do. So let's give it something to do. Simple maths question. 10 plus 10. Then you press return or enter, and it gives us the answer. And then it gives us a new prompt. So we can say 5 plus 5 equals 10. This is the only thing that we can change in idle at the moment. We can't go back and say, oh, actually, instead of 5 plus 5, I wanted to do 5 plus 10. You try and delete it, you can't, because this has already been executed, and this is the only thing we can change here, the current prompt. So, printing. In computer science, when you make some text appear on screen, it is called printing. It's just the same thing that happened in Scratch when we used the say block. So to do this in Python, we use the print function, and we put whatever we want to print inside the parentheses. So let's try making our computer say hello world. We go to idle and we use the print function. When I press enter, the computer says what I told it to. This is printing. Next, values and types. A value is just the scientific way of referring to something that a computer program works with, such as a number. There are three types of values: integer, float, and string. Let's have a look at what they are. An integer is simply a whole number, such as 1, 10, 17, 53, 72, 59, 100 million. It also includes 0 and negative numbers. A float is a number with a decimal point. For example, 7.2, 198.459. It also includes whole numbers with a decimal point. Example 5.0. A string is a series of characters, and by characters I mean letters or numbers or symbols such as the @ or exclamation marks. They are always in between apostrophes. It's easy to see a string in Python because they have apostrophes on either side. So, an example is hello. The second example here is a number 32, but it's not an integer, it is a string because it has apostrophes. And here is our famous secure password, which is not very secure. Don't use this in real life. That is a string because it has the apostrophes on either side. And you can also see in idle, when you write a string, it goes green. Type. If you're not sure what type a value is, you can use the type function. Just put the value inside the parentheses and idle will tell you the type. So let's give it a go. Type. And let's put this one here. And when we press enter, it will tell us that that is in fact a string. Type. That's a string too. Type. If I write 32 without the apostrophes, what do we think it will be? That's right, an integer.